And welcome in everybody to the Aresti Pavilion. We have a basketball doubleheader here at Gill St. Bernard's. Alongside Sean Lerman and Derek Raymond, I'm Tom Monfiletto. We're going to bring you two games here tonight between the Gill St. Bernard's Knights and the Immaculata High School Spartans. The Knights come into the game 12-2, winners of 9 straight victories. They are on an absolute tear. Immaculata High School comes in at 3-10. Gill St. Bernard's took the first matchup between these two teams, and a big factor that we're going to talk about all game here today, Sean, is the return of Madeline Gallick, who just became eligible a couple weeks ago, halfway through the season. She's a big down low that can provide some serious help for this Gill St. Bernard's team that really didn't need much help in the first place.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to see Gallick. She wasn't on the floor the last time I got to see Gill St. Bernard's, and I mean, the team was rolling without her, so an addition like that, it's really going to be great to see this team out on the court with her as well.
You know of the scorers. You know of Taylor Rooks. You know of Jasmine Sina. Somebody that doesn't get as much credit as those two do, but equally as important to the team has been Trevina Bennett. All season long, she has been their top defender. She's also not doing a bad job on the offensive side, averaging 12 points a game, 10 rebounds per game. Last game that they had, she dropped 22 points. She had 13 rebounds against Bridgewater Raritan. She's been having an excellent season, and she has become a really, really essential piece of this entire Gill St. Bernard's puzzle.
And she's someone that she can guard multiple positions. You don't necessarily have to put her on a shooting guard or a small forward or a power forward. She can kind of guard just about anywhere on the floor. So you look at the opposing rosters every game and say, all right, who's their best offensive player? Trevina, go get her.
And I think she welcomes that challenge. She welcomes that opportunity. It's something that she definitely cherishes. And one of the things that Coach Dema, in his first year here coaching at Gill St. Bernard's, has brought to this Gill St. Bernard's team is that attitude and a tenacity on the defensive side of on the defensive end of the floor, I should say. Not football, we're talking basketball here. And Coach Dema's in his first year. They are 12-2 this season. As I said, they have won 9 straight games. So they are on an absolute roll here for Gill St. Bernard's. He's been doing an outstanding job, enjoying a really, really successful first season. And as the season goes on, they just got the number 1 seed in the Somerset County tournament. He looks to keep improving and to keep this winning streak alive. But I'm sure he's not thinking about the streak itself, but just continuing to improve and continuing to put a great product on the floor every single night.
And to see what he's doing in his first year, I mean, you talk about a coach coming in and just doing a great job as soon as they hit the gym, and he's done that. I mean, a lot of times first-year coaches have a hard time coming in and motivating players to trust them, but obviously he's done a great job of getting these girls to trust him as a coach.
And we are going to take a quick break here for the playing of our national anthem. So sit tight. We'll be back in about a minute and a half, and we'll introduce you to the roster, and we'll go over the starters here as the Gill St. Bernard Knights set to take on the Immaculata Spartans in a Skyland Conference matchup.
Could subject the violator to rejection and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Each one is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. In addition, concessions will be available throughout the contest, but food and drink will not be permitted into the gymnasium at any time. Now would you please rise and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
And if you're wondering why we had to mute the national anthem, it's because of our good friends over at YouTube don't allow us to honor our country. Okay. Alongside Sean Lerman, Derek Raymond, I'm Tom Monfiletto here. This is Strive's coverage of Gill St. Bernard's basketball. We're about to get started here as the Gill St. Bernard's Knights take on Immaculata High School. And let's introduce you to that very squad that we're about to watch. Here are the Gill St. Bernard's Knights. And let's take a look at our starters here today. Jasmine Cena will run point. Samantha Kramer at the 2 guard. Taylor Rooks, kind of a 3-4 combo as they're about to get announced right here in front of their cheerleaders and home crowd. Trevina Bennett and Morgan Rooks kind of swap on and off playing the 4 and the 5. Really, you have three girls that are able to play down low, that are able to guard the biggest girl on the court or the tallest girl on the court, and really just a plethora of talent, plethora of physical play underneath for this Gill St. Bernard's team.
And when you talk about how they have 3 players that can play down low, that can get points in the post, that presents so many matchup problems, because how many of these opponents of GSB have even 2 girls that can play in the post and that can guard these players? I'll tell you what, not a lot of them. So having 3 people that can get in there and post up and out-physical your opponents, wear them down over the course of the game, by the 4th quarter, their opponents are just exhausted from trying to keep up with all these great post moves.
As we said, Gill St. Bernard's 12-2 on the year. They are the 2nd-ranked team in all of New Jersey, according to NJ.com, in their top 20, and that was before they defeated Bridgewater Raritan. So they are on an absolute run. As we said earlier, they've won 9 in a row since they lost to St. John Vianney on December 29th. December 29th, February is almost upon us. That is the last time that they lost. They did lose. Their second loss came against Franklin High School, but they were later able to avenge that loss, winning by 9 later on in January. And coincidentally, Franklin High School now is the number 2 ranked number 2 ranked team, number 2 seeded team in the Somerset County tournament, as Gill St. Bernard's is the number 1 seed. So Franklin High School at 10-2 on the year. Them and Gill St. Bernard's will all get byes, and the 3 other top 4 seeds will all get byes into the quarterfinals as Samantha Kramer gets things going here for the Gill St. Bernard's Knights. So take a quick lead, 2-0 is the score here early, and looks like Gill St. Bernard's is going to take advantage early of their speed advantage. 3-point attempt from the corner, no good. Rebound goes to Bennett. Immaculata choosing to go man-to-man here as Rooks controls it. Down to Kramer. Cena for 3. She'll do that often. No good. Rooks underneath. Rebound, puts it in. So Taylor Rooks, her first bucket of the night. We've seen Taylor Rooks drop 30. We've seen her drop 27, I believe, the 2 games. And she has absolutely lived up to whatever kind of hype there was. Any kind of hype, any bit of hype that there was about Taylor Rooks, she has lived up to it. And in my estimation, has exceeded those expectations as well.
She's a very special player, Tom. That's all you can really say. She can do everything on a basketball court.
Immaculata working the perimeter. GSB baiting them into taking that outside shot. And Cena will take it away. Down to Rooks, and Rooks puts it in. So an early 6-0 lead here. Just 2 minutes into the first quarter. Alyssa Michalowski running point for Immaculata. Kristen Riley controls it now. And Michalowski off the backboard, a little too strong. Rebound goes to Immaculata. Put back, blocked away by Morgan Rooks, and Cena's going to come up with it. She's going to push it down low to Bennett. Great pass and a great finish. Bucket and the foul. Trevina Bennett. Off the nice feed from Jasmine Cena. That'll be Cena's first assist of the game.
And there's that physicality we talked about pregame. Trevina Bennett, just a force going to the basket, and you can put some pressure on her, you can draw some contact with her, but she's still going to finish even if you're all over her.
Chance to make a three-point play, and the free throw is good. So an early lead from Gill St. Bernard's. Three-point attempt, no good off the back rim. Morgan Rooks with the rebound, and Cena's going to push it once again. Long bounce pass, finds Samantha Kramer. A great feed from Cena, and a nice finish from Kramer. Kramer's got 4. Michalowski at the top of the key. They're going to work it back down to Riley. Riley for 3 from the corner, no good. Rooks fights for it. And that was an inopportune bounce. Right under our table. Everything's still intact. Along with Sean Lerman's integrity. Margaret Kretz is going to inbound it for Immaculata. Out of bounds once again, and here it comes once again. Okay. We might want to put some material in front of the old table here, the old broadcast booth.
You're supposed to protect me over here, Tom. Come on.
Gently nested back here. Rooks gets it stripped away. Nice play by Riley. Gets it back and puts it in, and the foul. Taylor Rooks on the board for the second time today.
A 13-0 lead here to open the game.
13-0 run. This Gill St. Bernard's team has been scoring at will this season as Rooks completes the three-point play. Some of the scores recently: 74-62, 61-56, 66-56 as Cena, another bounce pass underneath, and this time Morgan Rooks will head to the line. She'll try to get on the board for the first time today. 65-56 against Franklin at home, avenging their loss earlier in the season, and then 104-39 against Hillsborough High School. So it seems like whenever they step foot inside a Resty Pavilion, they're fitting to drop 70 at least.
Did you say 104-39?
104-39. They scored 104
that's a real
points
score
in a 32-minute basketball game. This team can score.
Are you sure that didn't happen in high school basketball 2K14 for Xbox?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how many people have created the GSB Knights in their console. Michalowski from the corner. This one gets tipped by Morgan Rooks. And Bennett will corral it under the basket. Cena finds Kramer. Samantha Kramer really growing into her own this year. Only a sophomore. Rooks no good. Gets it back out to Kramer. Kramer thinks about the three. She's going to hand it off to Cena. Still no poor decisions on the offensive end of the floor. No bad shots, all high percentage shots so far. Good fake by Cena. Cena's going to kick it out to Kramer, and Kramer's going to walk with it. Probably should have just shot it.
You're right, though, Tom. It's all been good shots. It's all been, they're even on that possession. It ended in a turnover, but they're taking their time. They're not rushing it. They're making the extra pass, looking for good shots, and that's why they're out to this early lead.
So there's going to be a timeout on the floor. The score 15-0 in favor of the home team, Gill St. Bernards. We want to thank the GSB Booster Club for helping make these live streams happen. This is number 3 of 5. We'll be back at the end of February, in the middle of February, for a doubleheader as the girls take on Blair Academy. Should be an excellent game. We were able to cover a Blair girls basketball game earlier in the month, and they are outstanding. They've got a commit to Columbia and the University of Connecticut, so that should be a really, really good game here inside RSC Pavilion. And then after that, the boys are going to take on St. Benedict's Prep, and we saw St. Benedict's Prep play last night. Team loaded with talent, with Division I talent, with young talent, and that should be a really, really good game too. We're hoping for a big crowd for both of those games. And then we will be back February 18th as the girls take on Lodi Immaculate and the boys take on Ridge High School. So thanks once again to the GSB Booster Club. If you're interested in becoming a member, you can contact Jill Moriarty.
Some pressure defense here by GSB coming out of the timeout.
GSB will turn up the pressure, turn up the heat on the defensive end for the entire game. And then when they need to, we'll slow it down on the offensive side. But they will never rest defensively. 15-0 is the score. GSB in total control.
That's a great observation, Tom. You know, you think of a lot of teams that play that intense turnover-forcing defense and think that, well, that means offensively they must be hectic and all over the place and shooting a lot of threes as well. But that's not the case here, as they kind of have, on the defensive side, as you said, they're all over the place. They're quick with their rotations. They're moving fast. Everything's about making things happen fast. But then on the other end, they slow it down. They take their time. They look for good shots.
But yeah, it's all about adjusting. They're able to adjust to the pace of the game. As that 3 is put home, Anna Oliveri, the freshman guard for Immaculata, gets on the board first for the Spartans. And this will go out of bounds, and Immaculata will take over. On the floor for the Spartans, Margaret Kretz, the sophomore. Kristen Riley, another sophomore. The senior, Alyssa Michalowski. Anna Oliveri, who just hit that 3. And Mary-Kate McCown, junior guard. And McCown is going to travel, so it'll go back to Gill St. Bernards. Immaculata High School in Somerville, New Jersey, literally right across the street from the Bridgewater Mall. Home to a really nice dine-in movie theater, Sean. Not sure if you've ever partook in one of those experiences, but
I have not.
It is delightful.
Sounds like it.
Morgan Rooks for 3. It's no good. Taylor Rooks fights underneath for the rebound and the putback. Taylor Rooks with 9 points on the game so far. Riley at the top of the key finds Michalowski, looking for Oliveri in the corner. Morgan Rooks picks her up quickly. Riley's going to back it back out once again. Kretz sets a nice pick. Riley for 3. No good. The rebound goes to Morgan Rooks, and they're going to push it once again. Good composure by Kramer. Kramer spots up and hits the jumper.
Really nice shot there by Kramer. That's a tough one to be running full speed and then stop on a dime and pull up. Great job.
Oliveri for 3 once again. It's no good. Kramer with the rebound. Sina for 3. Yep. Jasmine Sina, her first bucket of the game. Really, really it's an exciting team to watch, both ends of the floor. Riley puts one up from beyond the arc, and she gets it. Kristen Riley on the board for the first time for the Spartans. 22-6 is our score, just under a minute to play here in the first quarter. It's been all Gill St. Bernard so far. Creating turnovers, getting good shots. Rooks, a dangerous pass. They're going to call it travel as Jasmine Sina fell to the ground after gaining possession.
And that was probably the first time today that we saw GSB force something that wasn't really there. That, which is it's impressive in its own right. The fact that it took an entire quarter to have one forced play.
Yeah, we were talking about Colin Kaepernick on the way here, Sean, in the car. And that pass looked a little bit like number 7 in green, in red and gold a couple weeks ago. Of course, we have a pretty significant game coming up this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah. I was too busy with the Winter X Games. Mary Kate McCown will head to the free throw line and shoot 2. First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Kramer's going to push it under 10 seconds to play. He's going to take it all the way to the rack. Tries to find Morgan Rooks, but this one was out of bounds. It's a little overzealous there. Probably could have taken it all the way herself. So we see some Gill St. Bernard's faithful filing in here. Oliveri off the glass, and it is no good. So the score 22-7 after the first quarter. Taylor Rooks finishes the quarter leading all scorers with 9, but Samantha Kramer dropping in 6 for the Knights. Kramer's had a pretty decent year so far, just about 8-9 points a game in that round. She's only a sophomore, as we said, 4 assists per game, 4 rebounds per game, 1.5 threes made per game, so she's had a really, really good, productive year so far. She had 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists in their last game against Bridgewater Raritan as they defeated Bridgewater by a score of 74-62. So really, really high-scoring games. Are on pace to get somewhere around 80 today. And I'd like to see you like to see a lot of points, Sean, but I know something that you are really concerned with is efficiency on the offensive end, and we've seen it so far today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the most efficient shots in basketball are open threes and shots at the basket. Now, they haven't hit a ton of threes just yet, but they've gotten a couple open looks from beyond the arc, and they've done a ton of damage right at the basket on and-one opportunities, and even more efficient than a shot at the basket or a shot from beyond the arc is a free throw. If you can take a shot where nobody's guarding you, that's about as efficient as it comes.
You know what? It's a good point. It's a really good point. They're free. I have a friend that said they're free. You got to make them. They're free.
Yeah.
And we see Madeline Gallick entering the game for the first time today. We have a lot of youngsters on the court now for Gill St. Bernard's, including Allison Coffey, Emma Dean, Kate Howard, and Alexia Lesh. So a completely brand new lineup here for Gill St. Bernard's as they're going to keep the pressure up. And this one stolen away by Dean. Dean has been sort of a defensive specialist for the team so far this year. They've led the JV team all season long, and they get some significant minutes on varsity as well. And they're going to call a travel on Emma Dean. Coach Dema says of Dean that she is able to really just make the most out of whatever minutes she gets on the varsity floor. Riley in the corner. Gallick switches off to Coffey. And this is really an opportunity, Sean, as Michalowski fires up a 3. It's no good. Gallick gets it over to Coffey. Dean going to find Howard in the corner. Kate Howard puts it in. That's a long 2. Sean, I was going to say these games provide an excellent opportunity to teach. When you're in control of the game, you're able to get some young players in, get them some serious time on the varsity level, and you can really just pick apart their games and teach as much as possible.
And not just that, you can experiment a little bit. You can maybe use some sets defensively, some offensive plays that maybe you wouldn't want to use in a game that's a little closer, in a game where you're a little more concerned about the final result. So being able to be a little more, have some experimenting that you do in the long run. Maybe you run one of those plays that works at the end of the season and surprise a team.
That was Margaret Kretz for Immaculata, putting it in, and a nice runner by Emma Dean. So Dean on the board for the first time tonight.
I really like that runner. It takes advantage of a spot on the floor where you don't expect a lot of points to be scored.
Kretz once again off the backboard and in for the Spartans. You see Allison Coffey guarded by Kristen Riley. Gets it over to Howard. Coffey into the lane. She's going to take an extra step, which is not allowed.
Can't do that.
She'll be called for a travel. It will go back to Immaculata. Score now 26-11. Spartans decreasing the deficit into the game for Immaculata. Kathleen Molkerin. Howard switches off to guard Michalowski. Gallick at the top of the key. Good move by Oliveri. Left hand off the glass, no good, but she will head to the free throw lines. Kate Howard picks up her first foul of the game. So we're 5 minutes to go here. Gill St. Bernard's in control. First free throw by Oliveri is no good. So relatively young lineup on the court for Immaculata. Oliveri a freshman, Kretz a sophomore, Riley a sophomore. And the rebound will go off of Alesh. And it will remain Immaculata basketball. Sean, not for nothing, it looks like these referees were doing some serious hammer curls before the game started today.
Absolutely. I mean, look at these guys. They are in way better shape than you expect your average referee to be in. Good for them.
My goodness. Looks like they came off the WWE mat, for crying out loud. And good defense by Emma Dean. Forces a turnover, so it'll be Gill St. Bernard's basketball as the starters re-enter the game for the Knights.
A line change.
Yeah, pretty much 5 for 5. Cena, Kramer, Rooks, and Bennett back into the game for the Knights. Adequately rested as they're going to run a set here. And they're going to look for Cena for the wide open three. No good. They did find her. They got the look that they wanted. So on a bit off the mark. Jasmine Cena earlier this year got her 1,000th point as a point guard. Pretty remarkable feat.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one thing if you're a combo guard, you're somebody who just scores more than they pass, but she's a great passer and makes this offense go. And to still score 1,000 points, incredible.
14 points a game. 8 assists per game, 4 rebounds per game from the senior point guard.
If you watch her when she dribbles, her head is never down. She's always looking up, always looking ahead, always surveying the floor, has a great eye for the court.
Trevina Bennett knocks down the long two. She's got 5 on the game, and Bennett has a really smooth shot. So Bennett can play down low. She can defend anybody. She can also shoot really well. She's averaging about 12 points per game. 12 and 10. She had 22 against Bridgewater in her last game. Oliveri puts up a 3, no good. Morgan Rooks with the rebound. She'll find Cena. Cena's going to find Kramer. And Rooks trying to get it back out to Kramer, but goes off of her fingertips and out of bounds, so a turnover for Gill St. Bernard's. Good pass underneath Kretz, and it's no good. And Rooks will snatch up the rebound, but her left foot was on the line. So it'll be out of bounds, and it'll be Immaculata basketball. Rooks able to get a hand on it. Taylor's going to toss it out to Jasmine Cena. And Morgan puts up the 17-footer, and Morgan Rooks with her first field goal of the game. Another steal, and Rooks takes it easily down the other end. Taylor Rooks with another bucket. That brings her to 11 points on the game. Immaculata working it around the perimeter. Looking for an open shot. They get one. Michalowski hits 3.
That's something that Immaculata's done pretty well today. They've hit a trio of three-pointers, so they have some nice shooting. They just need to work on getting more open looks.
First bucket of the game for Michalowski as Morgan Rooks draws a foul and will head to the free throw line for the first time today. She is 1 for 2 from the free throw line. First one is good. And the second one off the mark. But her sister's there to clean it up, and this one off the glass, no good. Morgan with the rebound this time. And Trivina Bennett for 3, and she knocks it down. What a smooth shot from the senior. 8 points on the game for Bennett. She was well out of bounds as Kathleen Mulkerin forced out of bounds. Good defense there by Cena and Kramer, helping out on the baseline.
The help for GSB has been outstanding all game on the defensive side. The help has been strong, but not overly aggressive to where they're leaving open shooters.
Yeah, some serious awareness on the defensive end for sure. As
Absolutely.
Bennett puts up another 3, and this one no good. Kristen Riley unable to handle it. So another turnover in transition for Immaculata, and Gill St. Bernard's will take over. Bennett was looking for that third straight 3. She was heating up. Old NBA Jam rules.
Is that how it works?
About to ignite. Three-point attempt from Kramer, no good. Rooks the rebound and the putback. Taylor Rooks hasn't had much of a fight to get these rebounds, and she'll take every single one that comes her way. Michalowski off the glass, no good. Another rebound for Rooks. She'll take it all the way, off the glass, no good. Morgan Rooks with the rebound underneath, and they're going to call it travel. So as some Immaculata defenders were reaching at the ball, Morgan Rooks kind of replaced her feet with one another and called for the travel. So 40 seconds to go here in the first half. 38-14 is our score. And a nice thread the needle pass to Kretz underneath, and Kretz the bucket and the foul. Margaret Kretz, 6 points on the game, leads all Immaculata scorers. She'll have the chance for a 3-point play here.
And that's one where you usually expect Taylor Rooks to maybe silently kind of wait back and then jump up and swat it from behind, but instead she went to try and swipe it from down low, and that's where she got called for the foul.
Cena underneath. No good, and as she gets her own rebound, she will be out of bounds. So Immaculata will take over. Under 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Michalowski for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Kramer. Gonna push it all the way down to Rooks. Rooks, and gets the foul.
Wow, what a way to end the quarter there. With the and one with basically no time left on the clock, just got it up.
So Taylor Rooks able to outrun her defenders. Makes a nice athletic catch. She's got great hands. Underneath the finger roll off the glass. bucket and the foul. She's got 15, looking to make it 16 here. And she does as we go into the locker rooms. 40-16 the score. Gill St. Bernard's on top. We're going to take a look at the replay here. Good outlet pass from Kramer. And Rooks has Cena to her left, but she's going to take it all the way herself. Absorbs the contact and the kiss off the glass. So just a great dominant first half for Gill St. Bernard's. Going over some of our totals here. 16 from Taylor Rooks, 3 for Jasmine Cena, which was I think she was 1 of 3 from the three-point line. So her 3 points coming off of a 3-point shot. And there's Rooks. We're just going to keep running some plays here for you. The Taylor Rooks show in the first half. A lot of these start from good defensive play, Sean, and then end up with great opportunities on the offensive side. And Rooks off the glass once again as we see it there. So Taylor Rooks finishes the first half with 16 points to lead all scorers. Jasmine Cena with 3. Trevina Bennett with 8 points. And one of those from the three-point line, from beyond the three-point line. Samantha Kramer with 6. Morgan Rooks with 4 and about 1,000 rebounds, it seemed like. Kate Howard with a bucket, and Emma Dean with a bucket as well. On the Immaculata side, Alyssa Michalowski with 3 points. Mary Kate McCown hit a free throw. Kristen Riley with 3 with a three-point shot in the corner. Margaret Kretz leads all Immaculata scorers with 6. And Anna Oliveri with a 3 for Immaculata. So let's take a look at the upcoming schedule here for Gill St. Bernard's. They have Immaculata today. They travel to Life Center Academy, I believe, in Burlington, New Jersey, Saturday. Next Tuesday, they will play Hunterdon Central away. That is the second time that they've played them. And how it works in the Skyland Conference is there are 3 divisions of the Skyland Conference, and you have 2 games against each opponent within the Skyland Conference. The first time they played Hunterdon Central, I think they won by about 30. We covered that game. You were here for that, Sean?
Yes.
And they go to sweep the season series with Hunterdon Central next Tuesday. Then Thursday, right back on the court again as they play Hillsborough, the team that they dismantled by upwards of 60 points earlier in the month, January 18th. They won 104-39. Then they play Watchung Hills at home. Then here Thursday, February 13th, day before Valentine's Day, we will be back here in the Aresti Pavilion as they take on the Blair Academy Buccaneers. And this Blair team has been outstanding. Back-to-back-to-back Maple championships, I believe. Back-to-back state titles in the Prep A division. They are loaded with talent. This will be the biggest test that Gill St. Bernard sees this season, I believe, because Blair has some size in Batuli Kamara. They have some scoring prowess in Sadie Edwards, committed to UConn, and also Kate Howard, the point guard, who's committed to Columbia. So a lot of talent. That's going to be a really, really exciting game for us to cover and for fans to watch. So we hope that the fans fill the stadium, the arena, the pavilion. I guess when you get down to high school, it's a pavilion. It's not an arena, certainly not a stadium. It's a pavilion. Okay, but we hope that the fans and the entire GSB community, Gill St. Bernard's community, comes and watches that game, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be an outstanding basketball game. There is no way, no how that game isn't one of the most exciting games to watch all year. I guarantee it right now.
Wow, those are some strong words from Tom Monfoletto.
And as we said, they have the number 1 seed in the Somerset County tournament, so they have a bye all the way to the quarterfinals, and that game will be on February 15th. That's a Saturday, location to be determined. On Tuesday, they play Lodi Immaculate. They play them at home. We will be back to cover that game once again. That night, the boys take on Ridge High School. And then that Thursday, they'll play Watchung Hills away. If they were to make it to the semifinals of the Somerset County tournament, that will be on Saturday, the 22nd of February. Then they play Bridgewater Raritan away for their last regular season game against the Skyland Conference team. And on Saturday, March 1st, it will be the Somerset County Championship at 1 o'clock. So be sure to check that out if Gill St. Bernard's is able to make that. And who knows, we might be able to cover those games as well. So that could be really, really exciting. Franklin High School gave them some trouble earlier in the year. They will be in the Somerset County tournament as well. So that'll be a good game to watch. Watch out for those two to meet up in the final. So it should be Really exciting. Once again, want to thank the GSB Booster Club for helping make this happen. If you want to be a part of this parent community, you can contact Jill Moriarty for more information. Some important upcoming events here at Gill St. Bernard's. On April 12th, you can save the date for our annual dinner dance and auction. And stay tuned for more details in the coming weeks. Invitations are coming soon, so look out for those. On May 2nd and 3rd, you can save the date for our alumni reunion weekend. The journey of life may have taken you in different directions, but come back to where it all began, and stay tuned to alumni.gsbschool.org for more information. As always, you can come to the school and you can take a tour to see this beautiful campus. It is outstanding on the eye, very easy on the eyes, very picturesque, and a really, really just a great looking campus. It's a handsome campus, I'll tell you that right now. You come in off of, I'm not sure what that road is, but you look to your left and you just see almost like what looks like a mirage, but nope. It's a prep school campus, and it's Gill St. Bernard's campus, and it's fantastic. Come see it. If you've been wanting to come see it, if you've been wanting to check out the school, just come. Sign up for a tour. Contact the admissions office. We'll set you up with a nice day around Gill St. Bernard's. Take you into the classroom, see what that's like, take you to some of the extracurricular activities, maybe even come see a basketball game. You never know. Head out to the baseball field with Coach Dave Pasquale. Is getting his guys ready to go for the season already. I see the cages out. Some of the guys getting some early morning work in. You can sign up for those tours. They have the lower school Tuesday tours. The January one has already passed. On February 11th and March 4th, you can see the GSB homepage for details, so go to www.gsbschool.org for more details on that. You can obviously drop an email if you want to register for that as well. Middle and upper school weekday tours are available February 13th and April 24th. You can call to arrange an individual tour if you would like to as well. If you're looking for something for your children to do over the summer, look no further, because Gill St. Bernard's has an extensive summer program schedule. On this 79-acre campus, there are many camps that you can send your children to. There's the High Hills Day Camp, which features enrichment programs, athletics, and more for ages 3 to 15. You can learn about all the offerings at the open house events, which will take place this Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. It will also take place Sunday, March 2nd, Sunday, April 6th, and Sunday, May 18th. So let's go over those dates once again. Sunday, February 2nd, Sunday, March 2nd, Sunday, April 6th, and Sunday, May 18th. You can also visit www.highhills.com. That's www.hihills.com. Those are for the open houses. And take a look at the GSB website to get more information on all the summer programs that the school offers, because they are fantastic. As we said, the next streams will take place February 13th, February 18th. So be sure to log on to gsbschool.org, or you can just YouTube. You can just search into YouTube GSB Basketball, Gill St. Bernard's Basketball, and there will be links to upcoming events as they're created. And you can also take a look at some of our previous work, as Gill St. Bernard's took down Hunterdon Central at the end of January, in the middle of January. We were here covering that game. And then at the end of December, we covered a game between Gill St. Bernard's and Rutgers Prep for the girls, and Bishop Ford and Gill St. Bernard's for the boys. So you can take a look at that. You can take a look at all of the games that Strive has covered. If you go to www.strivenetwork.tv, that's www.strivenetwork.tv, you can take a look at all of our work, all of our games and events that we have covered from the fall to the winter. And obviously beyond into the spring, you can check those out too. But you can find on there the Gill St. Bernard's Prep B Soccer Championship, which they took home along with the girls tennis team, who took home the Skyland Conference Raritan Division Championship. They also brought home the non-public B South Sectional Championship. The boys cross-country team won a Prep B championship in the fall. The boys soccer team won a Prep B championship, as I just mentioned. You can check that out on shrivenetwork.tv. The boys soccer team won the non-public B South Sectional Championship, and the boys soccer team won the non-public B overall state championship as well. So tremendous season in the fall here for Gill St. Bernard's. They look to build those points up for the ShopRite Cup. The ShopRite Cup attributes points to, or assigns point totals to how you finish in conference tournaments, in the state tournament, stuff like that, and they award it to every school in New Jersey within the NJSIAA, and the team that comes out with the most points at the end of the season is awarded the ShopRite Cup. Gill St. Bernard's won that last year. They look to continue that and go back-to-back this year for the non-public B division, and if their basketball teams keep the pace that they're going at right now, it could be not out of the realm of possibility. So joining us for color commentary here in the second half is Derek Raymond. And Sean Lerman going to head over to the camera control side of things. So we have an exciting second half of play. Derek, good to have you on board.
It's good to be back here. Thanks, Tom. I was unfortunately in a different car, so I couldn't join your Colin Kaepernick conversation, though I have much to say about it.
I'm sure you do. Jasmine Cena going to get things going here for Gill St. Bernard's. Gill St. Bernard's seems to be running a play almost every opportunity that they have in the half-court set. That's Taylor Rooks' first attempt at the second half is no good, and Michalowski will get the rebound for Immaculata. Kramer guarding Riley. Riley, nice little jab step. And she's going to find Michalowski in the corner.
Blair thus far has done an excellent job of keeping and relegating Immaculata to perimeter passes. You can see right now that there's just no one inside that paint right now.
And when you do that, you force some low percentage shots, just like that one, which is swatted away from Taylor Rooks. It really works in your advantage.
Big block by Rooks there.
Cena steps back, puts up a three. No good. If Cena gets a decent look, no matter how long it's for, she's going to put it up. Michalowski for three, no good.
Yeah, she's not afraid to pull the trigger.
As well, she shouldn't be.
No, 1,000-point scorer.
She's a 1,000-point scorer. She is electric from behind the arc. Quick shout out to the Gill St. Bernard's cheerleading team: Emily Bunyak, Rihanna Del Ormo, Sally Gordon, Carly Myers, Charlotte Reed, Grace Clayton, Allie Haversad, Jade Mikhailo, Carly Matthews, Emma Cullen, Sarah Fenton, Mary Coors, Dylan Rowell, Kristen Murtha, Claire Jenkins, Gabrielle Gomez, and Kim Calabrese.
Had an excellent halftime show.
They sure did. I'm not sure who was the artist.
I don't know. At the very beginning, I couldn't hear anything.
That sang that number?
Couldn't tell you. I don't know what the kids are listening to these days, but I can snap my fingers to it.
Like using some old school phrases like number and picture for a movie. Took in a nice picture.
Listen to the radio.
AM.
That's right.
Cena finds Kramer. Kramer, a jab step to the right, comes inside and draws a foul. So Samantha Kramer were held to the free throw line. I believe this is her first trip to the charity stripe today.
I didn't see who they called it on, but number 10 just had a handful of ball there, so she looked at the ref in disbelief. Probably called it on number 24, might have got some elbow.
I think the foul was against Kretz. Kramer knocks down the first free throw, and that is actually Gill's first point here of the second half. Second free throw is good. Michalowski looking for Mulcairn. Puts up a high floater with the left hand. It's no good. Rooks will get the rebound. Cena down to Bennett. Kramer with the pump fake, and she'll put this one up from 12 feet, and it's no good. So Bennett kind of caught that pass in an awkward position. Really wasn't able to put up a shot attempt.
So
got it out to Kramer.
Quick. Yep.
Yeah, and this is another steal from Taylor Rooks, and Rooks is going to push it herself. Kramer thinks about coming inside, dishes it out to Trevina Bennett for three. It's no good. Kramer with a rebound, dribbles it right off her foot, and Mulcairn will control it for Immaculata. And it goes back out to Mulcairn, who's going to bark out some orders to her offense. Try to get somebody open here for a good shot opportunity. Gill St. Bernard's defense has been relentless so far.
Yeah, just nothing available down low.
Michalowski for 3. And this one will go straight out of bounds. So Gill St. Bernard's will take over.
Kramer checks out, and in comes number 1, Emma Dean.
So we see 2 former defensive ends in the NFL refereeing this game.
I said it
calling a foul.
I said it last time, and last time we were here, Tom, and I'll say it again. We have the Ed Hockley of high school basketball referees.
Well, I think Ed Hockley just kind of set a standard for referees. So you got to put those stripes on. You better have some pipes to back them up.
Yeah, he is an imposing figure.
First free throw is good from Bennett. And the second free throw is no good, but Taylor Rooks just skies in for the rebound, puts it back in. 18 points on the game for Rooks. Trevina Bennett really has worked throughout her entire career to develop an outside shot because she was always taller than her opponents as she was growing up. So she learned kind of through just playing naturally a post game as Morgan Rooks puts this in with the left hand. So Bennett kind of learned how to play it down in the post naturally because she was always kind of stuck there when she was growing up.
Right.
Developing an outside game now is becoming a really excellent shooter. Almost reminds you of like a Kevin Love, who when he was at UCLA, when he was in high school, he was always a big man on the floor, really just made his living down low. Past couple of years developed a three-point shot that has been really just an enormous asset, not only for his team but for the Timberwolves as well. Won a three-point competition 2 years ago, I believe. And kind of just the transition of both of their games remind me of one another. So Gill St. Bernard, one of the good things that both teams do on the boys and girls side is they really do a great job preparing their players and their student athletes to play at the next level. Right now at Georgetown, Dominique Vitalis. Limit Graber is at Babson. Samantha Gramer, Hamilton College.
I think we know an alum.
How about that? School on the hilltop that brings you lots of joys and frostbite. Daisha Simmons is at Alabama, graduated from here in 2010, and Nia Ruth at Bloomfield. So we keep talking about pedigree. Some of the teams that we're fortunate enough to cover have some great basketball traditions. Gill St. Bernard's continues to build on that tradition as they prepare girls to play at the next level and sometimes even beyond. For some reason, I think Taylor Rooks is going to have a very, very lengthy career playing this sport and being involved in this sport.
I sure hope so. I mean, she's such an incredible talent that later on, over the next few years, you hope that she's going to play well in college. She has to. And I just hope that she can make a profession out of it because she's such a great talent.
One of the rare talents that I've seen in my days watching high school basketball. So it has been really special to see her play all season long. Three-point attempt from Riley is no good. She will get her own rebound in the corner. Back out to Michalowski. Emma Dean now in the game for Gill St. Bernard's. The shot attempt is no good. And a nice rebound there from Rooks. Cena for 3.
There's just no question.
Jasmine Cena, her second triple of the game. Now she's going to put the clamps on defensively. Kristen Riley through the legs into the rack. Good take.
Couldn't get the roll, but
in and out. Trevina Bennett on the other side for Gill St. Bernard's. And they're going to call a double dribble. Not drivel. It is so rarely called that I forgot how to say it. Double dribble from Trevina Bennett. 51-16 is the score here. Inside our Resty Pavilion for the front end of tonight's doubleheader as the boys team will follow. They will also play Immaculata. Immaculata with just a tremendous sports program overall. Specifically baseball team. was one of their studs last year. Brandon Wagner, drafted early in the Major League Baseball first-year player draft, and he is now at, I believe, Howard Junior College in Texas, and he is looking to become a top 5 rounder this year. We're not talking about special talents. He is certainly one of them. Madeline Gallick in the game. Back out to Cena from the corner.
Incredible shot.
Cena drains it, tries to draw the foul to make it a 4-point play. But J.J. Watt denied her that call.
He's a scary looking man.
Dean with some tight coverage on Michalowski. Cena able to get a hand on it. And Gallick will be called for the foul. So Mary Kate McCann will head to the free throw line for the second time tonight. And the first free throw attempt is no good. Cena leading the state in three-point field goals made per game.
Probably attempted too.
Perhaps, but I believe her percentage is probably up there as well.
Oh, she has. What? Do you know what she is from the floor right now?
I don't, but she has 45 threes for the entire season. That's 3 a game.
That's unbelievable.
Madeline Gallick with a nice finish underneath.
Strong move by Gallick.
Nice little jump hook. Gets it to go. Lead now at 40 for Gill St. Bernard's.
What an advantage that Gill St. Bernard's has, having a player like Gallick, Alesh, and Brooks, all these long-armed individuals who know how to use their body very well inside. So, I mean, tough to beat a team that knows how to shoot and can dominate the post.
I completely agree. And the way that they play defense just really makes it demoralizing for opponents, because there are some teams that can score a lot of points and put a lot of points on the board, as Gill St. Bernard's does. But there are a few teams that play defensively as well as they do and create turnovers as well as they do.
Yeah, not just physically. They knock you out mentally, because in the first 5 minutes, they've established that, well, you're not going to penetrate down low, so you're going to have to take the shot. And here we see a steal, or very nearly a Alesh got a hand in there.
Alesh is going to fight to get this rebound. And the fight for the loose ball is won by Jasmine Cena.
With the quick dribble.
Cena bounce pass to Gallick. Gallick pump fake up and no good, but she'll head to the free throw line. Fouled on the play.
That's the second time I've been able to see her do that today. And that most people in that high traffic situation where the ball's being bounced around a lot will just put both hands on the ball and try and secure it. But she's got enough touch to do those little 1-foot dribbles off the ground and control it with such accuracy and precision that she can come away with that.
First free throw attempt is good, and the second one is off the mark, but Kate Howard's going to fight for the rebound. Emma Dean from Tewksbury.
It's a sailing town.
Cena! No good. Off the front of the rim. Under 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Cena's going to get a little bit too aggressive, and she'll be called for a reach-in foul.
It's only their second foul, though. Third, I'm sorry.
With third foul of the half. Allison Coffey heading into the game for Jasmine Cena. Cena will get a warm welcome from her bench. Great effort so far from the senior. Allison Oliveri is going to take Gallick all the way to the rack, and it'll go off the back of the backboard, I believe. So it will be Gill St. Bernard's basketball. Allison Coffey to bring it up for the Knights. And time expires here in the third quarter. So Gill St. Bernard's goes into the last frame, leading 57-16. Taylor Rooks leading all scorers with 18. Jasmine Cena with 9. All of them coming on 3-pointers. Travina Bennett also with 9. Samantha Kramer with 8. Morgan Rooks with 4. Madeline Gallick with 3. Kate Howard with 2. And Emma Dean with a bucket of her own as well. Let's take a look at some of the other seeds, some of the seeding in the Somerset County Tournament, which will begin this weekend. Gill St. Bernard's will play the winner of Montgomery versus the winner of Bernard's and Manville. So the 9-seed Bernard's will take on Manville. The winner of that game will take on Montgomery. Then the winner of that game will take on Gill St. Bernard's. 13th-seed Bowdbrook will take on the 12th-seed Mount St. Mary. The winner of that will play the 5th-seeded Ridge. And the winner of that game will take on Rutgers Prep, who we saw earlier in the year. The 14th-seeded Somerville will go to the 11th-seeded Pingree. The winner of that will play the 6th-seeded Watchung Hills. And the winner of that will play the 3rd-seeded Bridgewater Raritan. The 15th-seeded North Plainfield will travel to the 10th-seeded Hillsborough. The winner of that will be at the 7th-seeded Immaculata, who we're seeing play right now. And the winner of that will play Franklin. So Franklin with the 2-seed, Bridgewater Raritan with the 3-seed, and Rutgers Prep with the 4th seed to round out the top 4 seeds that each get buys into the quarterfinals here for the Somerset County Tournament. Tomorrow we'll be covering the Rutgers Prep girls game against Franklin High School, which will be a regular season tune-up, I believe, for the tournament. Emma Dean puts in the jumper. Dean 2 for 2 from the floor. Kristen Riley saving this one from going out of bounds. Really impressed by the effort of Kristen Riley and Michalowski. Trying all game long to get somebody open, to get some decent shot opportunities, but met with some pretty stingy defense from Gill St. Bernard's, to say the least. Riley takes it all the way across the baseline, and Michalowski now being pestered by Dean. McCown brings Alexia Lesh all the way out to the perimeter. Lesh more accustomed to playing underneath, blocking shots.
Look at this defense, just incredible. Immaculata will come away with it there as it is knocked out of bounds, but I think Immaculata really has to try and, just passing around the perimeter isn't going to create opportunities. They need to go back to some old school stuff, do some pick and rolls. Let's get some bodies down low.
Some opportunities at the free throw line should help decrease the deficit as the long 2 is converted by Michalowski.
Stolen away by Michalowski.
Left-handed floater is no good, but it'll go off of Alexia Lesh and out of bounds. So it will be Immaculata basketball. They're going to take it underneath. Oliveri underneath. The layup opportunity. It's no good, but she will head to the free throw line. Oliveri sunk a 3 earlier in the first quarter. We're going to add to that total here. Just over 6 minutes to go in the game. First free throw is good from Oliveri. We have the boys' game to follow, and we saw Tyus Battle wearing sweats and a brace around his wrist. So I don't think he has not been playing in the past couple of games. I'm not sure if he's going to get the start today. Oliveri knocks down the second free throw.
Emma Dean checks out, and checks in Sam Kramer. It's like seeing double between Kramer and
Cena?
And Cena.
Yeah, they're very similar in that they're very explosive on the offensive end. They can both shoot, they can both create, they can both pass. They also defend pretty well as well.
Kramer, being a sophomore, has another couple years here to pick up where Cena will have left off at the end of this year.
And Mulcairn, with the move inside, gets a left-hander off the glass and in. So that's her first bucket of the game. Timeout on the floor.
Half timeout called by Gill St. Bernard.
As we said earlier, some of the younger players for Gill St. Bernard's on the court now, getting some serious minutes here. Allison Coffey, Emma Dean, Kate Howard. They've all done an outstanding job on the JV level.
And that's good. This is the perfect opportunity to do it. They have a nice cushion and 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes left in the game. So this is a perfect opportunity to go game speed, because Immaculata is not going to be. They're not laying over and just dying right now. They're going to try and score as many points as they can to make it a respectable game. And so this is a great opportunity for GSB to put in their younger players.
And Ali Ferreira, I should also mention, also doing a fantastic job on the JV level. This is the first ever JV girls basketball team here at Gill St. Bernard's. I believe that was Michalowski.
Steals and takes it all the way for 2.
Michalowski leading all Immaculata scorers with 7. And this one will go out of bounds, but it will stay GSB ball. So first ever JV girls team in the history of the school. And some of the superstars on that JV team you see on the court right now. Kristen Riley able to deflect the pass to Alesh underneath. And a foul will be called on the floor on Kate Howard.
It's a weak foul.
Kristen Riley trying to weave her way in between Howard and Coffey, and it's like Howard got a hand on her.
I didn't say that loudly because he's standing right over there. He'll beat me up.
Mulcairn back into the lane, trying to repeat the bucket that she just made about a minute earlier.
Blocked by Alesh. Unfortunately, GSB just turns it back over.
Feed inside to Oliveri. Oliveri swatted away by Alesh. Allison Coffey going to come away with it. Coffey on the other end. And she's got her first basket of the game. Allison Coffey.
Nice job to keep her composure as a Immaculata defenseman was coming flying in right over her.
And a really crafty job to finish there, Derek, as she came down with the basketball. She kind of taught to keep it up so that it doesn't get stripped from you, but she was able to have the strength to hold on to the basketball and finish.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact there.
Yeah, that was a really impressive take.
We're only standing a few feet away. We have probably the best look at that angle right there, and there was enough contact certainly to call a foul. But you're right, she kept her composure and strong enough to hold on to that ball and put 2 in.
Oliveri converts on both free throw attempts, so now she has 7 on the game. Howard from long distance. I believe this is just a long 2. So Kate Howard, stretch the floor with her shooting ability. It's her second bucket of the game.
Again, Coffey comes up with it, dishes it off to Kramer, and just great passing. Alesh couldn't come up with it. Just very quick moving.
Outlet pass, that's to Mulcairn, and Mulcairn will convert on the other end for Immaculata. 3 minutes to go here in the game. Gaelic controls it back out to Kramer. And a nice feed underneath to Alesh. Alesh unable to convert, and she comes down hard on McCown. Ooh, boy. It was a hard fall there by Alesh, but McCown back up on her feet. Wow. Pretty tough.
Yeah, you heard the reverberation of elbows and back, and she might have banged her head a little bit, but she gets up all right.
Yeah, pops right back up. Now playing defense underneath, goes right back under the basket. Impressive effort there by McCown. Coffey, he's going to travel. The defense from Mulcairn did not allow for Coffey to dish it back out to Gaelic, who she was looking for. Created an extra step there. Coffey got called for his second travel of the game, and Alesh
Big block.
swats this one away. Alesh, that long wingspan. Coach Dema told us before the season started that St. Peter's University has already offered Alesh.
Captain of the SWAT team is Alexia Alesh.
Only a freshman. So sky is a limit for her. But especially like to already have the defensive awareness that she does, where she's able to heighten her strengths and really use them to the best of her ability to contribute to the team is pretty impressive so far, being so young.
Sure, as a freshman, to know as she pulls down another board, but to know your body well enough to control it like she does is awfully impressive, and certainly so for a freshman.
Immaculata running some trap defense here as Kramer weaves in and out and finds Gaelic for the jump shot.
Nice smooth 10-footer.
Madeline Gaelic with 5 on the game. Kramer fights through a pick. Gaelic swats it away, but back into the hands of Oliveri. Michalowski at the top of the key, guarded by Kramer. Use a pick from Oliveri, but this one picked off by Alesh. Gaelic off the opposite foot, no good, but Alexi Alesh, the bucket and the foul.
Just all sorts of impressive, this team in transition.
Clean up there by Alexi Alesh. Looks like Gaelic kind of got confused as to which foot she wanted to jump off of. Wound up jumping off her right foot and putting it up with the right hand. Unable to convert. But Alexi on the spot. The rebound and the putback, and she converts the free throw. 3 points the hard way for her first points on the game.
And a point that was made earlier was just efficiency of scoring. Just to be able to convert these fouls to points. And it creates scores like we see right now. I mean, a women's high school team is about to break 70. And you don't see that very often. You don't see that in men's very often. So this team is awfully efficient when it comes to scoring.
And also on the defensive end as well. Under 30 points. They're keeping their opponents to under 30 points in 32 minutes. That's a very impressive effort on both ends of the floor. Oliveri going to find Michalowski on the baseline. This is no good. And Kretz unable to come up with the rebound, so this will go out of bounds. Just under a minute to go here with Alesh's putback and three-point play that we just saw. Now every single Gill St. Bernard's night is into the scorebook as Kramer will head to the line, fouled by Michalowski. So every Gill St. Bernard's player that has been on the court tonight has at least a field goal.
Very nice distribution by the Knights.
The first free throw from Kramer is good. And it doesn't look like we're seeing the varsity boys team get ready to go here in their warm-ups as Kramer knocks down the second free throw as she gets into double digits. That's her 10th point of the game. See Tyus battle in sweatpants and still with the wrist guard on. So we're going to see a not so much a depleted lineup, but just a different lineup from the boys team here in about 30 minutes.
Abbreviated.
Maybe not 30 minutes, probably about 15 minutes the next game will start. Michalowski for three, it's no good, and Gaelic with the rebound. I know Coach Dema really was looking forward to Gaelic becoming eligible. Said before the season started that she would help them, quote, tremendously this year. As the final attempt from Michalowski goes off the back of the rim. Gill St. Bernard's takes down Immaculata High School by a score of 70-28 as they reach the 70-point mark and they gain another victory in the Skyland Conference within their division. They improve to 13-2 on the season. Immaculata falls to 3-11 on the year. So Gill St. Bernard's, their next action will be this Saturday as they take on Life Center Academy. That will be at Life Center Academy, 6 p.m. start time. And then they are on a bit of a road trip. February 4th, they'll go to Hunterdon Central. And the 6th, they'll go to Hillsborough for 2 more conference games. Then they will be back home Tuesday, February 11th, Watchung Hills. And then, of course, the game of the year. February 13th, Gill St. Bernard's will take on Blair Academy here inside Aresti Pavilion. Let's go over our totals for today's game. Allison Coffey with 2 points. Emma Dean with 4. Kate Howard with 4. Alexia Lesh with 3 on a great putback and the foul. Madeline Galick with 5. Morgan Rooks with 4 and a boatload of rebounds. Samantha Kramer with 10. Trevina Bennett with 9. Jasmine Cena with 9, all on 3-pointers, keeping up her average of 3 threes per game. And Taylor Rooks to lead all scorers with 18 points. And Alyssa Michalowski, let me just finish the Immaculata totals here before you barge in, Derek, for crying out loud. Alyssa Michalowski finished with 7 to lead all scorers for Immaculata. Mary-Kate McCown, 3 points. Kathleen Mulcairn with 4, Kristen Riley with 3, Margaret Kretz with 6, and Anna Oliveri with 7.
I just wanted to take you through a few replays as we go to cue these up. First up is going to be Alesh with the putback and 1, and that goes to speak about their transition game, being able to move down the floor quickly and clean up. And
Alesh taking a body blow there, but able to control her body as it's in the air and finish there, converting on the 3-point play. Some serious promise out of the freshman.
And we had Alexia Lesh also with a huge block. I think we can cue that one up right now. Yes, we can. So here she flies. Oh, just impressive. Welcome to the block party.
You think about Anthony Davis, how he was able to defend out on the perimeter because he could basically, his arms were so long, he could basically stand under the rim and block a 3-point shot.
Yeah, just kind of jump out a little bit, and he's there.
And Alexi's wingspan isn't quite that, but still very, very effective.
And we also had some more excellent putbacks, like from Taylor Rooks, which we'll cue up right now. Is Taylor Rooks, this is off of the free throw. I believe that's Bennett taking the shot. Just able to cover ground so quickly and really surprise the Immaculata team. Because you're supposed to box out. Everyone says box out, box out, box out. And they just can't really contain that type of speed and strength.
And none of Taylor Rooks' points tonight came off of 3-pointers. I believe all 9 of her field goals were converted in the paint.
That's an excellent stat.
Immaculata really had absolutely no answer for her underneath. She destroyed the offensive and defensive glass, and she was able to finish at the rim with really no problems and no interruptions whatsoever. So the girls take down Immaculata by a score of 70-28, and the boys are getting set to take on the Spartans here in about 20 minutes here on Strive. Keep searching. Hey. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? 5 minutes to go until the Gill St. Bernard's Knights take on the Immaculata Spartans in Game 2 of Shrive's doubleheader of Gill St. Bernard's basketball. The girls did their part. They took down the Immaculata girls basketball team by a score of 70-28, led by 18 points from Taylor Rooks and some great play all around. Jasmine Cena, an excellent game as well. So some exciting basketball already that we saw here, and we look forward to an exciting game that's about to start now just within 5 minutes. Alongside Sean Lerman, Derek Raymond, I'm Tom Monfiletto. Sean, last time you were here, you saw an outstanding performance from the sophomore Tyus Battle. Battle not playing today, but this is where you see the role players really step up into more important roles and really kind of take charge of this team. So no more are they role players, no more do they complement the top scorer of this team. Now it's in their hands.
Yeah, and this is a deep team. This is a team that doesn't necessarily need Tyus Battle to win. Now, Tyus Battle is an outstanding basketball player that certainly helps you win, but when you have guys like Adam Matola, guys like Cole Moriarty, Ryan McCluskey, guys that can do some scoring.
Ryan McCluskey is a Strive favorite, ladies and gentlemen. We try to mention him every broadcast because of what he did at the end of the Bishop Ford game to start the season off. He is one of our favorites.
Absolutely.
And a quick shout out to Ryan and his family, and mainly because of his enthusiasm. If you watch him on the bench, he is one of the more exciting players to watch on the bench, and when he gets in the game, when he gets his minutes, he takes absolute full advantage of those minutes, plays his tail off, and really is just what it's all about. Really a really fun thing to watch when he gets in the game. One of the leaders for this Gill St. Bernard's team, Ian Demarest. He is a junior. He's averaging about 10 points a game, 7 rebounds a game. He's leading the team in rebounds. He's also leading the team in three-pointers made all season long. He usually guards the opposing team's tallest defender. He's a really tallest offensive weapon. He's a really, really tough defender. Can bang down low, athletic enough to play out on the perimeter as well. Has an outstanding shot and really just takes control of the glass. So look for Ian Demarest today to have a big game in the absence of Tyus Battle.
And he's a guy that, maybe he doesn't jump higher than everybody else, but he has just a nose for the ball when going for a rebound. He knows the exact right position to get in. He boxes out, so he's a good technical rebounder. He's not just chasing his own boards. He allows his teammates to get rebounds, and he's a guy that's definitely a plus player to have out on the court.
Gill St. Bernard's enters this game with a record of 11-3 on the year. As we said, Tyus Battle leading the team in scoring, but other pieces that have been stepping up. Harrison Demara, Michael Moriarty, Adam Matola we mentioned earlier, Michael Moriarty, but all having great seasons, and the two Lithuanian nightmares for Gill St. Bernard's, Julia Stoma and Jonas Stekaliunas, have really been living up to the bill all season long, and I know Coach Cena was looking to kind of breed these younger guys and get these younger guys up to speed gradually as the season went on, but some of these guys really just were thrown into the fire, responded really, really well, and have been playing really good, tough basketball for Gill St. Bernard's all season long.
And Stoma, just a sophomore. So this is a guy that's going to be here for the next few years, and you expect a young guy to, like you said, Tom, you need to work him in, you need to get him a little acclimated before they really start making an impact. But Stoma, from day one, has done an outstanding job, played great basketball on both ends of the court.
Coach Cena is the head basketball coach here. His son, Jaron Cena, starting point guard for Seton Hall University. Coach Cena spent some of his playing days there as well, also at University of Rhode Island, also played some pro ball in Europe. He's also a phys ed teacher here. It's kind of a sight to see to watch him teach a gym class as well. So Coach Cena, after taking over the men's position, after coaching the girls team, his daughter, obviously Jasmine Cena, as we said earlier, joined the 1,000 point club. really doing a great job with this team. He's lost a ton of talent from last year, but he said he likes coaching a team like he has now. They're very, very coachable, hard-working team, and so far it has resulted in an 11-3 season and a top seed in the Somerset County Tournament. We're going to take a quick break for our national anthem. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes right here on Strive.
Between Immaculata and the Knights of Gill St. Bernard's. Today's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the New Jersey State High School Athletic Association. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated. Could subject the violator to ejection and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Each one is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. In addition, concessions will be available throughout the contest, but food and drink will not be permitted to the gymnasium at any time. Now would you please rise and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Just ready to get started here as we're about to announce the starting five for this Gill St. Bernard's Knights team. As we mentioned earlier, the Gill St. Bernard's Knights have earned the #1 seed in the Somerset County Tournament. They've had a couple close calls the past couple of games that they've played. A 49-47 victory just this Tuesday at Bridgewater Raritan, able to come through with a win there. Harrison Demara adding 8 points in that victory. Ian Demarest also contributing there, who I think he led the team in scoring. As we take a look at the box score here, Harrison Demara finished with 8. Ian Demarest finished with 10 points and 4 rebounds. John Michael Mia added 7 points and 6 assists, the excellent point guard for the team. And Jonas Stakaliunas actually led the team in scoring with 18 points and 10 rebounds. So Stakaliunas, he's one of the guys, Sean, that we talked to Coach Cena about before the season started. And he wasn't exactly sure how much Jonas was going to be able to contribute. He knew he was going to contribute a lot. He knew he was a great player with an outstanding work ethic and really a lot of improvement to be had, and a student of the game. Wasn't sure that he was going to be able to step up in the way that he's stepped up this entire season, and Jonas just keeps proving his worth on this team.
Yeah, and we know that Jonas can score. We know that he can rebound, but to me, the thing that is great about him is his knack for blocking shots and for coming over from the weak side and judging exactly when to leave his feet and when not to leave his feet. That's why he's able to block a lot of shots and do a lot of good things defensively and deter his opponents from coming to the rim. So even when he's not actively blocking a shot, he's making the opponent's offense think a little bit more about, well, maybe we shouldn't drive to the basket on this one because Jonas Stakaliunas, he's sitting back there waiting for us if we do.
And Stakaliunas is leading the team in blocks. He's got 26 on the year so far. He also had 3 in the game against Bridgewater Raritan. We mentioned some of the earlier games that they had recently. A 49-47 win over Bridgewater Raritan. A tough, tight loss, 48-45 at the hands of Parkland from Pennsylvania, which was just last Sunday. So they bounced back in a good way to defeat Bridgewater Raritan, and they're looking to bounce back in an even better way against another conference foe in Immaculata. So on the floor for Gill St. Bernard's, we have Harrison Damari getting the start. Ian Demarest, Jonas Stakaliunas, Adam Matola, and John Michael Mia will enter the game for Gill St. Bernard's as well. John Michael Mia leading the team in assists with 71 on the season. He's also second on the team in scoring. And the tip is won, and it goes over to Damara. Underneath the Stakaliunas. John Michael Mia gets it going with a 3. The point guard knocks it down from the top of the key, and Gill St. Bernard's immediately goes into a full court press. And a 3-point attempt, no good. Adam Matola with the rebound. Matola's going to push it. John Michael Mia once again, no good. And the rebound goes back out to Hunterdon Central. Julian Alexis will be fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Julian Alexis leading the Immaculata Spartans in scoring, averaging 10 points per game. Over their most dangerous offensive threat. And the first free throw attempt is no good. Off the back of the rim. On the floor for Immaculata, along with Alexis, Austin Sauer, Gianni Buarne, Chase Munkholm, and Robert Haldeman. Stakaliunas underneath. He's going to find Damara for 3. Got it.
Some passing by the big man, Stakaliunas, to drive baseline and kick it out to the corner. Really good to see your center passing that way. Outstanding play.
John Michael Mia, Harrison Damara, both adding 2 3-pointers to get things going here. Lob pass underneath from Adam Matola to Stakaliunas, and it goes out of bounds. So Immaculata will take this opportunity to call a timeout. The score is 6-1 in favor of the Knights. But so far, Gill St. Bernard's got it going from behind the arc, Sean.
Yeah, and that's something that they do just about as good as you can expect. It looks like with the form a lot of these guys have, that they spend a lot of time watching the J.J. Redick shooting instructional videos. They all have really good form on their jump shots. They know when to shoot, when not to shoot, and they'll likely hit more than a few of them in tonight's game.
If somebody were to create an instructional shooting video, whose would you buy?
Oh, man, I mean, J.J. Redick, he has one, and it is pretty good.
Does he really?
He does. I wasn't kidding there. He has his instructional video, Tom. And Redick, as far as shooting form is concerned, is just about as good as it gets. Kyle Korver up there as well. So those are probably my top 2.
You know who the best of all time is?
Who is the best of all time?
Former Philadelphia 76er Jason Capono. Buarne takes it down the court for Immaculata. And they sort of break the press, but Gill St. Bernard's able to get everybody back on defense, and John Michael Mia will force a turnover.
That was a great job by Mia to apply a lot of pressure there and force the ball to go out of bounds off of Immaculata.
Some great help defense being exhibited on the floor from Gill St. Bernard's. And Immaculata running some form of a press. Damara from the corner, it's no good. Rebound to Demarest. Demarest puts it back up, and he'll head to the line and shoot 2. Demarest, the junior. Wouldn't really call him a 3-point specialist, but he is dangerous from outside. First foul on the night for Immaculata. Both free throws no good from Demarest. This Gill St. Bernard's defense is either at or in the way of every pass so far from Immaculata.
It's a 1-3-1 press that they'll run here, and it's really, really aggressive, trapping, and just a great job by them of trying to force turnovers, or at least making it very difficult for Immaculata to move the ball up the court.
And even when they do get past half court, they're so flustered and so thankful that they're able to break the press that they're not able to get things going offensively so far. This defense has been relentless. You can see they're really picking up their pressure and energy on the defensive side as Stekaliunas swats this away. No thank you.
Wow. He blocked that one with his left hand with authority, and there it is, that help defense shot block. Outstanding.
First block of the game, as we said earlier. He's got 71 on the season. And in the corner for three. Demarest able to get a hand in the face of Robert Haldeman. And the three-point attempt is no good. Immaculata running his zone, leaving Matola open for three. Matola unable to convert. But he is able to get it to Stekaliunas underneath for the bucket after the nice little reach-in deflection from Matola.
Absolutely, and Stekaliunas, he blocks the shot on one end, gets rewarded with the basket on the other end.
So credit and assist to Matola on that. And the first bucket for Stekaliunas. Score 8-1 now. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And so far the pace of the game has caused Immaculata to call 2 timeouts.
And there's that block by Stekaliunas, all the way swatted out to half court. Absolutely outstanding.
So the help defense, something that we've been harping on in the girls' game, something that we've talked about so far today for the boys, really having an awareness of where to be on the court. And Stekaliunas, like a young Richard Sherman, baiting his opponent to come his direction and then pouncing. Julia Stoma now into the game for the Knights. And Immaculata, able to break the press. Adam Matola. And this goes off the knee of Stekaliunas as Matola rides Boarnay into the help of Stekaliunas, but this will go off of Gill St. Bernard's, and it will be controlled by Immaculata. Gonna run an inbound play underneath the basket. Haldeman. Swing it back out to Boarnay. Boarnay met by Stoma. Contact, no foul called.
Stoma got a basketball right in the gut on that one. That'll knock the wind out of you.
Good defense, deemed playable defense. Matola ahead to JM. And there it is. Julia Stoma throws it down with 2 hands. And now Gill St. Bernard's will get the ball back. Oh, no, they won't. Thought there was a turnover on the inbound play. And there was. So Gill St. Bernard's will take over. I believe the Immaculata inbounder stepped on the line. So Gill St. Bernard's with another opportunity here underneath the basket. And now it'll go the other way for Immaculata. This really aggressive defense has given Immaculata fits so far. Demarest able to steal this one away. John Mia. Matola for 3. And it's in. Adam Matola joining the 3 parade.
Got to be a good shooter to get that roll. The bad shooters never get that role. I don't get that role.
Demers blocks it away, but not before he throws a nice hip. Into Julian Alexis, the leading scorer for Immaculata.
So Gill St. Bernard's off to a 13-1 lead to open the game, which is somehow not as good as the way the women started the game with a 13-0 lead.
Yeah, but very similar.
Very similar, and not bad.
It seems like every doubleheader that we cover, the boys almost follow identically what the girls are able to do. As substitutions are made for Immaculata, entering the game for the Spartans, number 25, Christian Medley. Junior forward. Sean, you're a big fan of his stroke from beyond the arc. You're watching him in warm-ups.
Yeah, I just like the way the ball rotates out of his hand. It has a really nice backwards rotation that makes it easier for the ball to go in.
Haldeman for three, it's no good. Browning saves it and gets it back. Three-point attempt from the corner is good. But George Browning with the first field goal of the game for Immaculata. That's Julia Stoma for three.
Dunks, threes, Stoma, doing it all.
Julia Stoma had to do a double take to see who it was that banged that from the corner. Three-point attempt from the corner is no good. Moriarty with the rebound underneath. Three-pointer from Ian Demris is off the mark. Rebound goes to Stoma. Stoma takes some significant contact from Browning. No call. Browning the other end, and it'll go off the foot of Moriarty, and it'll stay Immaculata basketball.
You know, Tom, I'm not so sure how that wasn't a foul called, as it was Stoma that went up there, and he got hit really hard.
So Stoma not getting the foul call. We saw earlier on the other end, he did not get called for a foul. Another physical play. Browning over Stakaliunas. Difficult to do. And John Michael Mia will push it the other way for the Knights. Gill St. Bernard's finding a lot of three-point shot attempts wide open as DeMara puts it up again, and Harrison DeMara nails it from behind the arc.
These guys can shoot, Tom, man. And it's not even like that's the only thing they can do. They can take it to the basket too. It's just they're shooting threes so well. Why not continue?
Yeah, and it's wide open for them so far. That's how they're taking what the defense is giving them, and the defense is giving them wide open looks from beyond the arc, and they're hitting them. Mia back out to DeMara. DeMara's going to fake this one. High off the glass. Harrison DeMara with the kiss.
Nice little runner there. And he faked the three, and because they're shooting from beyond the arc so well, that gave him the wide open look closer to the basket.
21-5 is the score. There's Browning. Fadeaway jumper. Another rebound for Moriarty. Coach Cena imploring them to push it all the way on the other end. Stoma! No good. Rebound goes to Alexis. Baseball pass. Not exactly a baseball pass, just a long pass. And unable to come up with it is Haldeman. Boarne checks back into the game, along with Greg Onderko. Boarne and Jimmy Serace in the backcourt for the Spartans. Moriarty is going to get in on the parade. No good. Rebound goes to Stoma. Stoma gets it to go.
How badly did Stoma want to grab that and do a putback dunk? But instead, he made the smart play, came down with it, and then went right back up, drew the foul, and the and one opportunity.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's got quite the hops to accomplish that feat, Sean, but he's close. And already dunked to his name today. trying to prove that Tyus Battle isn't the only high flyer on this team.
There's the replay there as Stoma puts it back.
And this Gill St. Bernard's press continues to really, really cause Immaculata to struggle. Only 5 points in the first quarter. 30 seconds to go. 24-5 is the score. Really dominant performance, and a travel is called. Chase Munkholm turned it over for the Spartans. Matola will take it up slowly. This is probably the slowest paced possession of the game so far for the Knights. Damara from the corner. No good. Give and go attempt there. Knocked out of bounds by Stoma.
But even on that possession, Tom, the way that Stoma was able to drive baseline, keep his head up, and find the open man for a three-point attempt was just an outstanding job by one of your big men.
And this will go off the knee of Anderko, and it will be Gill St. Bernard's basketball. Sean, I'm just extremely impressed by the aggressive level of play here from Gill St. Bernard's. Really just keeping the pressure on as Matola spots up for three. It's no good, and that'll end the quarter. But I'm not sure. We saw two really good performances out of this team. We saw, I believe, a 30-point victory over Bishop Ford. We saw a resounding defeat of Hunterdon Central. And both times, I didn't see near the amount of aggression and near the amount of high-paced activity, especially on the defensive end from this team. If they can take this effort, because they are playing with a purpose, with an absolute purpose, it seems like they're playing with a chip on their shoulder too. But if they can continue this level of play at this tempo, it's going to be a really, really tough team to contend with as the season goes on.
If they can continue playing at this pace, I'll be extremely impressed because they're on pace for over 90 points in this one, close to 100 points as they put up 24 in the first quarter there. And the best teams in the entire country aren't scoring 100 points per game at the high school level, but it's so far it's in play.
24-5. It looks like a football blowout, but it is a basketball score here as we are bringing you live the Gill St. Bernard's basketball doubleheader here from Aresti Pavilion. The girls took down Immaculata in the first game, and the boys look to do the same here in the nightcap. Very confident on the floor. Really just, you can tell they're just enjoying themselves. I mean, and we didn't see this kind of a press. We didn't see this kind of really just hard-nosed play in the first two games that we saw, even though they were really good victories. I mean, I just think if they can just bottle this effort and this kind of maximum input every single game, how can you deny, or how can you compete with that? I'm not really even sure. Anderko, spin move, swatted away by Stekaliunas. Haldeman, high arcing three over Stekaliunas.
And I, for a brief moment there, thought Stekaliunas was going to swat away that jump shot as well. Anthony Davis style blocking jumpers, but still a great job to block one shot on that possession.
John Michael Mia with a floater from the free throw line. It's no good. And the putback attempt from Adam Matola is off the mark as well. Stekaliunas knocks away this pass. It looks like this Gill St. Bernard's team isn't even winded. They're sprinting from sideline to sideline every possession.
Well, you brought up a point earlier, Tom. You said they look like they're having fun. Well, when you're having fun, you don't seem to get as tired as when you're not having fun.
Well, that's for sure. Serace going to work it back over to Haldeman, and Haldeman knocks down his second three of the game. Immaculata doing a decent Gill St. Bernard's impression, knocking down some outside shots to start off the second quarter. And Gill St. Bernard's going to work it around the perimeter.
Immaculata, they're running a 2-3 zone right now, but their rotations are a step late, and they are going to get the turnover that time. But if they keep running that 2-3 zone and their rotations are as slow as they are right now, GSB is just going to keep drilling threes on them.
Yeah, it was backcourt violation there. Pass a little bit too high for Mia. So Immaculata will take over all the way underneath the basket. Warren to inbound it for the Spartans. Finds Haldeman. Haldeman's got the hot hand. On Derko. Back out to Haldeman. A long-range three that goes off the side of the backboard. Matola thought about it again. Demarest fires it. No good. Rebound Demara. Demara off the mark, but Matola there to clean it up, and now it's back out to John Michael Mia. And Mia for three. No good. They're going to keep doing it. Loose ball. Snatched up by Matola, and this one will go out of bounds, so Gill St. Bernard's will take over once again, and they're going to do it all over again. Mia thought about the 40-footer. Stekaliunas for three. No good. I was about to go bananas. Sarace with the rebound. He'll push it for Immaculata. And Mia and Demarest combining for almost a steal there. Stoma going to enter the game for Gill St. Bernard's. And I mean, Coach Cena has these guys running as if they're being punished. Stoma sprints onto the court for the 8 feet that he needs to go. And they're just fired up today. Really an awesome effort that we're seeing here today.
Stoma violently, aggressively pulled down that rebound. That's exactly what you want to see your big man doing.
And the bucket and the foul.
Another
Jonas
8-1.
Stekaliunas getting it done underneath. Another three-point opportunity here for the Knights. Free throw off the mark on Derko will snatch it for Immaculata. Alexis looking to push it. He'll get it to Sarace. Haldeman open for three in the corner, and Haldeman knocks it down. So Rob Haldeman with 11 so far.
He's got 3 3-pointers.
On 3 threes. And Gill St. Bernard's needs to do a little bit better job spacing here on the floor just to get some more open looks as Matola hits the front of the rim on this one. Alexis all the way to the hoop, and they're going to call a block on Ian Demarest. I think he was too close to the basket to take that charge.
Yeah, a little bit too far under the basket. He did a good job trying to set his feet, trying to get into position, and those block charges are always kind of a tough call to make. It's hard to say every time one way or the other definitively whether it was a block or a charge. So more often than not, you just say, well, the referee had a better look than I did, and that was probably the right call.
And Julian Alexis showing his athleticism there, getting all the way to the rim. Pretty quickly as well. Hits the first free throw. He's got 2 on the game. And the second free throw is no good. Demarest gets it, and the Knights are going to push it once again. Demara in the corner. Harrison Demara for 3.
And they could have called a foul there, too, as he got hit after he released the ball.
Demarest with the steal. Here he comes to the rim. Almost gets it to go. Demara already with 11 on the game. Harrison DeMara contributing some valuable minutes off the bench as the season started. Really seeing his role multiply as the season goes on. A great shooter with good size, high basketball IQ. As Demarest makes the second free throw, he's only 1 for 4 from the line today. Immaculata able to break the press. Haldeman in the corner, but Mia gets out on him. Sarace underneath, puts it over 4 GSB defenders. Another block from Stekaliunas.
And Stekaliunas blocked the putback, but if you saw on the missed shot before that, the reason that shot didn't have a chance was because of just the presence of Stekaliunas down low and just the thought that he might be there to block a shot, and that's why the shot came up high and short.
And Stekaliunas caught napping a little bit under the basket there as Onderko is able to convert for Immaculata for his first bucket of the game. Mia back to DeMara, and this will go off the leg of Julian Alexis. Gill St. Bernard's executing this high-tempo game plan flawlessly so far. 30-17 is the lead, 3.5 to go in the first half. And Stoma, that's a little too confident in his ball handling ability. Tries to go between the legs, knocks it off his ankle, so this will be a turnover for Immaculata.
And Stoma is a very good, very athletic player that can do a lot of things, but he's still a sophomore, and that's an underclassman bit of a mistake there. There are other guys on this team that are probably more suited to handle the ball that way, but Stoma's still a great player, and it's just one bad play so far.
The 3 attempt from Haldeman is no good, but Stoma, to his credit, immediately apologized to his coach. Mia pulls up for 3. John Michael Mia, the mask. Stekaliunas alters the shot. And they're going to push it the other way. Tamara, once again, no good. Stekaliunas gets this one knocked away by Alexis. Stoma's going to get the loose ball. Back out to Jonas, going to find Demarest. Demarest is itching to knock down an open 3. He's itching for it. Damara's got a couple already. And so does this guy. No good. Rebound goes to Ian Demarest. Here it is. Oons. And Demarest, 0-0. He joins the 3 parade. Alexis out to Haldeman, that's Onderko. Onderko off the mark. John Michael Mia is going to push it for the Knights. Back out to Damara from the corner for 3. It's no good. Demarest knocks it back out to John Michael Mia. Alley-oop to Jonas Stekaliunas. It's the Lithuanian lob pass. George Browning. Man, this game's going pretty quickly. It's a shot attempt almost every 7 seconds. John Michael Mia heaves this one towards the rim. It's no good. Haldeman for 3. That's no good. And this is like a sprint workout here. Underneath the Stekaliunas, he's going to take on Onderko off the glass. It's no good. Under a minute to play here in the first half. It's been one of the more high-paced games we've seen all season. Haldeman knocks down his 4th 3 of the game.
He can shoot, Tom. He can shoot. He's the one guy you really don't want to leave open.
He's got 14 on the game, 38-20. Gets the lead to under 20, decreases the deficit to 18. But wow. They are going back and forth, and it's time for us to catch our breath a little bit. But as we do so, I want to tell you about the GSB Booster Club. Very important parent organization on campus. If you are interested in becoming part of the GSB Booster Club, please contact Gill Moriarty. I want to thank the Booster Club for helping put this together. This is the third of 5 live streams that we will be bringing to you, broadcasting Gill St. Bernard's basketball. Could be more, depending on how they do in tournaments. You never know. You never really know.
My guess would be that this team does pretty well.
I think they're going to do okay. They have the 1 seed in the Somerset County tournament. We'll take a look at the rest of those seeds during halftime. Harrison Demara, Adam Matola, Julia Stoma, Ian Demris, and Cole Moriarty into the game for the Knights. Stoma with his second three-point attempt, and he'll get fouled, and he will take 3 opportunities from the free throw line. Important upcoming events here on campus. April 12th, save the date for our annual dinner, dance, and auction. Stay tuned for more information, more details in the coming weeks. The invitations are coming soon. Stoma's first free throw is good, so he increases his total to 6 on the day. And the second free throw is good. Julia Stoma, a sophomore here at Gill St. Bernard's, averaging 3 points per game. And the third free throw is good. So he is 3 for 3 from the line on that 3-point, on the foul on his 3-point attempt. So excellent conversion there from the sophomore from Lithuania. And it looks like Gill St. Bernard's is backing off their press, but they are not backing off the pressure. Stoma with the steal on the other end, and they're going to call a travel as he made some contact with George Browning, but unable to keep his footing. So they're going to call a walk on Stoma, and GSB right back to the press. And a walk on Immaculata. That's Boarnay taking an extra step.
And now GSB will have a full 15 seconds to set up their offense and to run one final play and likely get off a good shot attempt.
Demers at the top of the key. 5 seconds to go. Demara's got to put it up from the free throw line, and he gets it in. Harrison Demara closes out the second half with a bucket from just inside the free throw line. That ups his total to 13. He leads all scorers for the Gill St. Bernard's Knights, I should say, because Robert Haldeman, who's got the smooth stroke from behind the arc for Immaculata, he's got 14. But a really dominant half. The score doesn't really indicate how much Gill St. Bernard's dominated this half. 43-20 is the score.
Well, I don't know, Tom. I would say that having more than double the points of your opponent is certainly a dominating performance and shows that on the board as well. But Immaculata, a lot of those points came on just some three-pointers from Haldeman. He had, I believe, 14 of their 20 points. So you remove him from the equation, and, man, GSB really dominated that half.
We were just corrected on the pronunciation of the point guard for Gill St. Bernard's. We've been calling him John Michael Mia for the first 2 games that we've been, 2.5 games. But, hey, if you can't correct yourself sometime, when the heck can you? That didn't make any sense. But it's John Michael May. So John Michael May has been outstanding so far today, shooting threes from all over the place and really being not only the catalyst but the orchestrator of this high-paced offense. And we call him the mask because before the season started, he was wearing the Will Purdue Rip Hamilton protective mask, and he is second on the team in scoring. He's a team leader in assists and a huge, just integral part of this entire Gill St. Bernard's program. Only a junior, so Coach Cena has him for another year, and really impressed with his leadership ability on the floor and just his production from the point guard position.
And one of the things he does well, or at least that I saw here in the first half tonight, is that he takes what the defense gives him. I mean, if he has an open three, he's going to knock down that open three. And if the defense comes crashing at him, with a late and quick, powerful rotation, he's just going to do a nice little pump fake, drive right by his man, and then either go right to the basket or kick it out to whoever the defender's man was that rotates to stop him there. He has a really good eye for the floor and does a great job with that.
So Tyus Battle is out for, I believe, his 4th straight game with an injury to his wrist, it looks like. But so far, Gill St. Bernard's has not skipped a beat. Their aggressive style of play, their relentless defense, and their three-point shooting has really launched them out to a 23-point lead at the end of the first half, and they have been doing an outstanding job. And obviously, you're always going to miss one of the best talents in the state who's not on the court with you, but this Gill St. Bernard's team has done an outstanding job making up for the loss of Battle. And when we met up with Coach Cena before the season started, we asked him about some of the players, and we asked him who we thought was going to step up and who he was expecting to contribute as the season went on, and some of his expectations for the year, and what he wants his students to get out of the program with him at the helm. Here's our interview with Coach Morgan Cena.
Right now, I mean, we have a new team pretty much. I mean, Ty's Battle comes back, and Ian Demers, who got some solid minutes from last year. Ty started, Ian started half the games, but after that, we're not a lot of guys are playing a lot of varsity minutes. So this will be an opportunity for them to kind of pick it up and learn on the job. It'll be a little different. Obviously, we had a lot of talent last year, but I thought we underachieved. I mean, I think last year was a learning experience for guys that really should have probably won some more games. This year we have a little different dynamic. We have some kids that haven't played a lot of varsity minutes, but I think they're the type of kids that are going to give me a little more, and I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. I like coaching a team like this. I think it takes the pressure off the kids a little bit. They don't have to prove anything. I mean, they're just going to be kids that are going to work hard, and I think they're going to show people that they're good enough to play at this level. I always challenge them. I really want to play a high level of basketball. I want to play against the best. So when kids come here, I mean, they get to experience playing against the St. Anthony's and the St. Pat's and the Hudson Catholics in the state tournament, and in our conference and our county are pretty strong as well. So it's pretty much, just come here and work hard and play at a high level. Just the first year, I think we have 9 or 10 kids that could come in and give us some solid minutes. I mean, obviously, young kids from last year coming back, John Michael Mia. I mean, he was technically not a newcomer, but didn't play a lot of minutes on a varsity level, but will play for us this year. We have 2 kids, Lithuanian kids actually. We have 2 international students that are coming in, solid kids that will help the program. And Tyus Battle, who's a freshman last year, is a sophomore this year, but I mean, he's a hell of a player. He's going to bring some leadership to the team this year, and I'm asking a sophomore to pretty much be a senior. And I think he's up to that role. So I think that's going to help us. I think there's going to be a certain chemistry that's a little different than last year. I think this is a team that will fight every game, 32 minutes. I don't really determine it on wins and losses, believe it or not. I just want to see the team improve and get the kids better. And most of the kids want to play at the college level. So my biggest goal is trying to prepare them and develop them to play in college.
And there he is. That's Coach Cena talking about his squad, and I think that his team has pretty much exceeded his expectations from before the season started. And even with dealing with a little bit of adversity here, some injuries, had a lot of guys really step up, and a lot of guys that have really bought into the program, bought into his philosophy, bought into his game plan every single day, every single game. And obviously we're seeing that today, as you can see Coach Cena on the sidelines but demanding that they push the ball every single opportunity that they have it, and they've been really doing that, and it's been creating some great outside opportunities that they've been converting to the tune of a 23-point lead. Some of the totals for the first half: Harrison Demara with 13 points, John Michael May with 3, Jonas Stekaliunas with 4, Ian Demers with 3, Adam Matola with 3, Julius Stoma with 8, and Ian Demers with 1. For Immaculata, Rob Haldeman has 14 of the 20 points. Greg Onderko has 2, Julian Alexis has 2, and George Browning has 2. So pretty much all Haldeman for the Immaculata offense.
And I think, I assume that Coach Cena at halftime was saying, hey, look, we've been hurt by this Haldeman kid a lot in the first half. Now, in what I saw in the first half, I think there's a pretty easy way to stop him from getting a lot of his points. As a number of his shots came from that right corner, and a lot of them came on guys driving from the opposite corner baseline, and then when the help came away from Haldeman, they slid that low baseline pass in there. If they just are a little softer with the help from that far side when you're guarding Haldeman, that could definitely, take away that pass, force them to kick it back out to the top of the key and reset rather than get Haldeman that open 3.
Yeah, really kind of the only blunder you can point at for the first half here for Gill St. Bernard's. The only kind of downside of the first half was Haldeman's ability to kind of shred them from behind the arc.
And let's be honest here, Tom. We're kind of nitpicking a little bit. When you have a 23-point lead, you have to try and find something that they need to work on better. But really, it's just continue to do more of the same, and they'll be just fine.
It was a really fun, fast-paced first half. Look to see some more of it here in the second half. On May 2nd and 3rd, save the date for the Alumni Reunion Weekend. The journey of life may have taken you in different directions, but come back to where it all began. Stay tuned to alumni.gsbschool.org for more information. You can take a tour at the school on February 11th and March 4th. You can take a lower school tour. Those are both Tuesdays. See the GSB homepage for details and give a call or drop an email to register. Middle and upper school weekday tours are available January 9th, February 13th, and April 24th. You can call to arrange for an individual tour as well. Our next streams will be February 13th and February 18th. February 13th, the girls will take on Blair Academy. The boys will take on St. Benedict's Prep. And on the 18th, the girls will take on Lodi Immaculate. And the boys will take on Ridge High School. As we mentioned earlier, Gill St. Bernard's has the number 1 seed in the Somerset County Tournament. Montgomery has the 2 seed. Hillsborough the 3 seed. And the 4 seed, Ridge High School. Del Priori in the game for Gill St. Bernard's for the first time tonight. His first shot attempt is no good. And Boarnay gets it taken away. Del Priori on the other end absorbs the contact. Tries to go up and under, but it's no good. And it'll go out of bounds.
Del Priori did a good job of initiating the contact here. A lot of times you would see him get the call on that type of play, but referees' whistles remain silent, potentially because of the deficit that Immaculata has right now.
Stolen away by John Michael May. May with the right hand, bucket and the foul. So John Michael May proved that he can shoot it from deep in the first half. He's proven he can take it to the rim with authority here in the second half. And the free throw attempt is good. So John Michael May converts on the three-point opportunity. So Race guarded on the outside by Priori. Looks like Gill St. Bernard's in a 2-3 zone here. They're going to force Immaculata to keep shooting those outside shots with an emphasis on guarding Haldeman. As Demers comes out on Haldeman. Got the hot hand. That's Alexis, excuse me. Shot attempt no good. In the corner is Matola. Gill St. Bernard's working around this zone here. Looking for an open shot opportunity. Michael Mia penetrates, dishes it outside to Del Priori, who's going to bring it back out to Matola. Del Priori fakes it to Michael May. And a no-look pass to Demarest. Back out to Matola. They're going to do it once again. No shot clock in high school basketball. John Michael May finds an opening, gets it to Demarest, and Demarest with the foul. Draws the foul, so he will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
John Michael May with a great play there. He did the little pro hop where he bounced, and you almost think it's going to be a travel, but then he lets the pass go, and a beautiful pass. And then not the and one opportunity, rather the free throw opportunity.
Demarest converts on his first. And the second one is good for Ian Demarest. So all 3 of his points coming from the free throw line. As this shot attempt is long from Serace, and it'll go out of bounds, and Gill St. Bernard's will take over. Del Priori penetrating a little bit just to create some more space and perhaps another 3-point attempt. Stoma running the baseline. And May will call out a play from the top of the key. Demarest will fire one off, and there's Ian Demarest's first 3 of the game.
Knew that was coming.
He's got 6. And here comes John Michael May. Fast break opportunity. Converts it for the Knights. Serace, a bounce pass into Alexis, and Alexis is going to draw the foul from Adam Matola. So Julian Alexis will head to the free throw line for the 3rd time today. He's got 2 so far. And the first free throw attempt is good. We talked about him in the first half, but John Michael May really doing an outstanding job creating on the offensive end, whether he's finding somebody open for 3 or if he's just taking it to the rim himself. Pretty impressive showing so far.
And also in the transition defense game is an area that he's excelled so far. He's gotten a handful of steals with some really nice passing lanes that he's read fantastically to come up with steals.
Really quick, athletic guard. So a really smart basketball player, too. I don't think you can play point guard without being an extremely intelligent basketball player, at least not at the level that he does. Give and go to Matola. Matola will draw the foul, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
You're absolutely right, Tom. A lot of, when you see coaches in the NBA, not necessarily always the head coaches, but a lot of assistant coaches in the NBA, a ton of point guards that end up being parts of coaching staffs at the NBA, at the college level, just because they know the game as much or better than any other position.
It's kind of like catchers in baseball.
Absolutely.
A lot of managers, former catchers. Adam Matola drains the first free throw.
And I'm sure, Tom, you say that with no bias at all, since both of us were catchers.
No, we're just better people. And I think,
that must be it.
I think people just know that. I think it's understood. Sekaliunas, the difficult shot, looking for a foul. He didn't get it. On the other end, that's Munkholm.
Took a couple of steps there.
Lays it in for Immaculata. So the score now 54-24. Gill St. Bernard's continuing their dominance here in the second half. Matola, good dish underneath to Stekaliunas, unable to convert. And Alexis is going to push it the other way for Immaculata. Browning for 3. Off the backboard, no good. John Michael May with the rebound. Matola saves it, finds Moriarty in the corner. Harrison Damara, no good. Alexis going to put it up himself.
And Alexis eschewed a wide open Haldeman beyond the arc to take a contested mid-range jumper. You wonder why you're down by 30 points. There's an answer to that question
I'm
right
sorry,
there.
did you just say eschew?
I did.
Did you say eschew?
I did.
Oh, that's the first eschew that we've experienced here. Oh, what a great word of the day that is. Oh boy, passed up. He neglected. He forewent. No, he eschewed his teammate. Julian Alexis, a high-flying move, and he'll get this one to go. He's got 6 on the day. 54-26 is our score, and Gill St. Bernard's going to slow it down for a piece here. Stoma takes it away from Alexis, and Stoma the bucket and the foul.
How many and ones has Gill St. Bernard's had today? It has to be at least 5 or 6, and they've converted on just about all of them so far.
Doing a great job from the free throw line. The only person struggling a little bit from the free throw line is Demarest, but Stoma's been excellent. Matola. Stoma's got 10 on the game. He's in double figures. Him, John Michael May, and Harrison Damara all in double figures for the Knights. And the free throw, as we praise their free throw shooting ability, Stoma bricks one. Moriarty wants to join the three-point brigade. And Matola's going to fire it from beyond the arc, and Adam Matola's got another one. His second 3 of the game. He's got 7 on the game. Here it is. Haldeman answers with a 3. And there it is. Cole Moriarty in and out. Moriarty and Stekaliunas, the only 2 on the court that haven't converted a 3-point attempt. Trying to get everybody in on the party. Everybody's invited. We're just trying to let everybody in. Browning guarded by Stoma. Underneath, that's actually a really good offensive possession by Immaculata. Good ball movement, yeah. And the foul underneath will go against Munkholm, and he will shoot 2. Started really by Browning eluding Stoma on the baseline, getting it to Haldeman, who then got it to Alexis, who found a wide open Munkholm underneath. And Munkholm converts the first free throw to make the score 59-30. And Munkholm makes the second one. The junior power forward has 4 on the game. Immaculata picking up Matola at the half-court line, and Moriarty going to put this one up. It's no good.
How about the offensive rebounding today by GSB? That's part of the reason they've got the lead that they do.
Tons of opportunities to be had on the offensive end. Haldeman. And this one, no good. Rebound goes to Gill St. Bernard's, and then there's a foul on the other end. Moriarty will inbound it. Stoma from the corner. And Julius Stoma has his second 3 of the game. He's got 13 overall.
And Stekaliunas had a great pass. He turned, faced the basket, saw the man in the corner out of his eye, and Stoma was the beneficiary with the big triple.
Haldeman for three from the corner. It's no good. Rebound goes to Demara. Stoma in the paint, and he's going to take an extra step, unable to keep his pivot foot. But Gill St. Bernard's, you see that they're much more efficient in transition than they are in the half court against this Immaculata defense. The Immaculata defense is giving them a little bit of trouble with the 2-3 zone, but when Gill St. Bernard's, when their defense creates a fast break opportunity or just a quick opportunity on the offensive end, they've been able to convert almost every single time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tom. They've gotten great numbers opportunities where you have a 4-on-2 fast break, a 3-on-1 fast break, or 3-on-2. And they've done an absolutely great job of finding the open man in those situations.
Stoma with the foul, and Browning will head to the free throw line to shoot two. It's a fourth team foul in the second half. It's about 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And the first free throw from Browning gently grazes the front of the rim. And the second free throw is good. Down low to Stoma. Matola for three. Adam Matola. Stroking it from beyond the arc. Matola's in double figures. He's got 10. Browning, the right hand, no good, and a foul out of frustration. So with 8 seconds left, Browning, 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter, Browning commits the fourth team foul for Immaculata. Moriarty begging for the three. Demara puts it up. That'll do it here for the third quarter. Gill St. Bernard's extending their lead 65-32 as we enter the fourth quarter here. We have a few players in double figures. Julia Stoma, Adam Matola, Harrison Demara, John Michael May, all with at least 10 here for the Knights. And Immaculata giving them a bit of a challenge with that 2-3 zone, but able to create some open opportunities and take advantage of them. John Michael May being the main culprit of that.
Yeah, and that Immaculata, they played that same 2-3 zone in the first, but their rotations were a lot sloppier, a lot slower. And in the second half, they've shored it up a little bit. But the Knights have still done a pretty good job overall of swinging the ball quickly and getting the ball to the open man. And you know, there have been a handful of guys that have hit some open threes as a result of that.
Coming up next for Gill St. Bernard's, they will play St. Peter's Prep in the Nork Invitational Tournament at Essex County Community College. That event was originally supposed to be held at the Prudential Center, but because of a rather large game that's being held in the Meadowlands on Sunday, they had to move it to Essex County Community College. And that game will be tomorrow at 5:45 p.m. That's Thomas Johnson in the game for the first time for Gill St. Bernard's, as Christian Medley finishes underneath for Immaculata. Thomas Johnson, the senior guard. Getting his opportunity here in the fourth quarter, and Ryan McCluskey, our boy, is in the game as well. Demers at the free throw line is going to find Johnson. Johnson for three. Thomas Johnson nails his first three-point opportunity of the game.
The depth of this Knights team is outstanding. You don't miss a beat. The backups start coming in and continue to do the same things that the starters did.
And good second chance opportunity there from Onderko, and he will get his own rebound, put it back and in. 68-36 is the score. Gill St. Bernard's breaking the press with some nice articulate passes. John Michael May underneath looking for McCluskey. McCluskey puts it off the glass. It's no good. McCluskey not only a Strive favorite, but a fan favorite.
Speaking of the fans, Tom, some of the get-ups that these fans are wearing tonight are a little interesting.
Ryan McCluskey, ladies and gentlemen. He called it off the backboard and in. And he's just getting going. We got 6 more minutes of McCluskey as Alexis puts it in for his 8th point of the game. John Michael May just having some fun now, trying to dish the rock as much as possible. Fill up the assist stat sheet. As we said, he is the team leader in assists. And we're going to take a look at the replay of the 3-point attempt. Bangs it home off the glass for Ryan McCluskey. Underneath, that's Browning. Browning will convert. Browning's got 6 on the game. May looking for Del Priori, and it'll find the Gill St. Bernard's bench.
You'll notice, Tom, that with a 31-point lead, Coach Cena doing a little more sitting here in the second half than he did in the first half.
He was on his feet, conducting for the entire first half, really making sure the pace was what he wanted it to be, and it was really just a well-executed, well-thought-out game plan to get ahead, to set the tempo early, stick with it, and build a sizable lead.
Well, they've done just that.
They've done just that, and they've made it from sizable to pretty much insurmountable here. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Bourne misses his first free throw attempt. And the second one is good. Sean, the first time we were here, we saw the silent treatment being administered by the GSB fans. And we haven't seen that since. Not sure if that's still a thing or not, but it was pretty interesting. Del Priori.
Wow, what a play.
Can't see too good. Is that Del Priori or a young Michael Jordan against the Lakers in 1991? What a play.
That was fantastic, man.
McCluskey defending Medley underneath. Medley for 3. No good. Johnson unable to come up with it. Browning underneath. Browning with the sky hook. It's no good. Alexis with the rebound. He's going to convert it and the foul. Julian Alexis into double figures. 4.5 minutes to go. Adam Matola, Harrison Demara checking into the game. Out of the game come John Michael May and Harrison Demara. And the free throw attempt is good, so Alexis converts on the 3-point opportunity. Johnson's going to bring it up the court for Gill St. Bernard's. Some nice moves on Browning. Getting the crowd all hot and bothered. Moriarty for 3. No good. Cole Moriarty still looking for his first 3-point conversion of the game. And an extra step from Moriarty, not called. And Immaculata is going to call a timeout, and they will get some of their substitutes in the game. Coming into the game for Immaculata, number 13, the sophomore Chris Galankowicz. Number 32, Kyle McGovern. Number 15, Colin Martin. Number 40, Eric Boyer. And number 11, Brock Manning. McCluskey looking for another open shot. Mottola looking for him in the corner. Gets it back out to Moriarty, and Moriarty fires up another three, and there it is. Cole Moriarty. First three of the game, first bucket of the game. And Moriarty, even though he only has 3 points on the game, making his presence felt in other ways defensively.
Absolutely.
Moving the ball around nicely for the Knights. And the layup opportunity is no good, but they're going to call a foul on Moriarty. So to the line to shoot two is Eric Boyer. And looking over the Somerset County tournament, which begins this weekend, although Gill St. Bernard's will not play until February 15th. But the 15th seeded Manville will be at Bound Brook, and the winner of that game will play Watchung Hills, and the winner of that game will play Montgomery. Number 14th ranked Franklin will be at number 11 ranked North Plainfield, and the winner will play the 6th ranked Rutgers Prep, and the winner will travel to number 3 ranked Hillsborough. 3-point opportunity converted once again for Johnson. Rounding out the rest of the bracket, number 13 ranked Pingree, number 13 seeded Pingree will travel to Berners, the 12th seed, and the winner of that game will go to the 5th seeded Bridgewater Raritan, who will then go on to play the number 4 seeded Ridge. Damara comes up with the rebound for Gill St. Bernard's. The 9 seeded Immaculata will take on Somerville, and the winner of that game will take on Gill St. Bernard's. So Gill St. Bernard's could have another chance at Immaculata. McCluskey for 3 once again, a little too strong. Hustles back on the other end, alters a shot, but converted. By Golonkowicz on the other end for Immaculata. Del Priori controls it now for the Knights. All the way into the lane once again.
Oh, my goodness.
That's called the Del Priori.
Del Priori with exceptional body control to knock that one down. Wow.
He does that with ease.
Look at him smiling.
That's got to be a go-to horse move here.
Look at that.
Up, under, finger roll, good. And he converts on the free throw attempt. Well, Del Priori getting everybody into it here. Moriarty puts it back in. It's his second field goal of the game. He's got 5 on the day. Just under a minute to go here. Gill St. Bernard's leads by a score of 84-46. So a high-scoring affair here for the Knights. Getting a lot of valuable contributions from the entire roster. Golonkowicz back on the board again. And Del Priori gets it to Damara, but this one travels almost out of bounds. Damara able to save it as we tick down under 25 seconds to go here. And Gill St. Bernard's is just going to play a little keep away here to run out the clock, under 20 seconds to go. Crowd beginning to congratulate Gill St. Bernard's on a convincing victory here against a conference opponent. So Gill St. Bernard's will improve to 12-3 on the year. It's their second win in a row. It is their 8th win in 9 games. So this Gill St. Bernard's team continuing to improve, continuing to step up in big ways, Sean. You saw a lot of role players kind of throw away that notion of being a role player and really step up to the limelight, step up to the front stage here today.
Yeah, whether it was Stoma, Matola, Stakaliunas, all the guys who normally are your secondary players, your third, your fourth, your fifth options with battle on the floor, they all stepped up. They all did a fantastic job of hitting shots when they needed to, being in the right place at the right time, swinging the ball around against that 2-3 zone that Immaculata stayed in for a majority of the game, and just a great all-around team effort, and that's why they scored 84 points today.
Seemed like everything was going their way in the first half. It all started with the defense. It really started with just the pace of the game. The defense that led to the three-point opportunities, and they were just draining their outside shot attempts here, and we saw one of them there from our boy Ryan McCluskey. But their percentage from beyond the arc was more than adequate today, and there were three-pointers made by Harrison Demara, by John Michael May, Ian Demarest, Adam Matola had 3, Julius Stoma had 2, Ian Demarest had 1, Cole Moriarty had 1, Thomas Johnson had 2, McCluskey had 1, Del Priori, I believe, had 1. Or no, maybe Del Priori missed his first attempt. But what I'm saying is a lot of people got on the board, and a lot of people were doing it from the outside. So it was a really, really spread scoring effort and a really efficient game from the outside.
Yeah, they played great all the way around, and it wasn't just about the person who made the pass to get the assist, but it was the pass before the pass that really made a lot of these shots happen. It was John Michael May driving the lane and kicking it out to an open guy from 3. It was Stoma working a brilliant inside-outside game, and Stakaliunas blocking shots. An all-around team effort, an all-around great game, and a big win for the Knights.
And we're seeing some of those plays here. We just saw Stoma's dunk, a 3 from the corner from Harrison Demara. Demara and Stoma led all Gill St. Bernard scorers with 13. John Michael May contributed 11. Adam Matola with 10. Jonas Stakaliunas with 4. Ian Demarest with 9. Tom Johnson with 6, Ryan McCluskey with 3, Cole Moriarty with 5, and Del Priori with 5 as well. On the Immaculata side, Rob Haldeman led all scorers with 18, Greg Onderko with 4, Julian Alexis with 11, Gianni Buarne with 1, Chase Munkholm with 4. Gianni Buarne wins the award for the best last name. George Browning added 6, Chris Golankowicz added 6 as well. So as we said earlier, the Gill St. Bernard's Knights improved to 12-3 on the year. They will take on St. Peter's Prep tomorrow night as part of the Nork Invitational Tournament at Essex County Community College at 5:45. Next week, Tuesday, they have Hunterdon Central on the road. Thursday, they have Hillsborough at home. And they travel to Roselle Catholic for the primetime shootout, where they will play Plainfield next Saturday, the 8th. So we will be back here February 13th as the Knights take on St. Benedict's Prep as part of the doubleheader of the century, they're calling it. The first game will be the Gill St. Bernard's girls taking on Blair Academy, and then the boys at that time, we hope Tyus Battle is back from his injury. They will take on a really talented St. Benedict's Prep team. From there, we'll be back on the 18th. That will be our final stream of the winter as the boys take on Ridge and the girls take on Lodi Immaculate. But a really impressive showing from both teams. Every time we come here, we get their best effort. We had 30-point victories, 40-point victories, really, really high margins of victory, really, really high level of play, high level of execution for both teams, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you saw the boys and the girls, they both got out to big early leads and kept those leads. You know, it was about good passing. It was about great rebounding, especially on the offensive end, creating extra possessions. Both the boys and girls did that exceptionally well in the ball games today, and both teams walk out of this gym very proud of themselves, I would assume.
For Sean Lerman and Derek Raymond and everybody at Strive, we want to thank everybody here at Gill St. Bernard's, especially the GSB Booster Club, and Mike Labrie, Allison Daly, and of course, the athletic director, Dave Pasquale. For everyone here at Gill St. Bernard's, I'm Tom Monfiletto. We will see you next time. Have a great evening, everyone.